Hello all, Serious These here with a bit of a how-to video on how I like to set up my open concept, simple and efficient freighter build. We're going to be doing that from scratch today. That's why we're on an old survival save of mine. Now this save does have access to the old freighter parts, and we'll talk about them maybe a bit later, but we're not using them today. We're going to be using new freighter parts because that's all anyone has access to these days on a new save. So when you get a new freighter, you're going to come up and you're going to talk to the captain. You're going to buy the freighter from him, and this is what the bridge looks like. This guy here is going to give you a mission to get your fleet command room unlocked. He'll give you fuel too. He's going to tell you to build the fleet command room. I got a couple of them going on, but you're going to see a hallway like this. It'll probably have two hallways, one diamond in the middle, one diamond and a half. Maybe it'll go on for a third one or fourth. They're all sort of procedurally generated, and they're all sort of a bit samey and hard to find your way around in. It's like a maze, and I only have 6 rooms here. 2 of them are fleet command rooms though, so you probably won't start with those. You might start with cultivation rooms. We're going to go ahead and spend some salvaged frigate modules here getting the rooms we need to set this up, because this save doesn't have those unlocked yet. So come to there, go to that. I'm going to go over one tab to your freighter construction modules, and we're going to need, I think, 4. I'm not sure how many parts fresh save will have unlocked. I don't know that you start with the trade room, and I'm pretty sure it costs 1, maybe 2. Let's say 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 we need, and this one we want. Those are going to be the ones we need. This one is also nice. Let's buy these. We've got 20, so we can buy tons of rooms here. I am also going to buy the window and the wall. We're not going to need those. We start with the door, and that should be all we need. We also start with the hallways. We don't need glass hallways. We don't need stairs. We can get into that stuff later, but this is the open concept freighter. If you want to do this build, these are the only parts you really need. I'm going to buy a couple others just because I like them. I already got the storage rooms. I already got salvaged frigate modules. Let's get into the open concept freighter thing real quick. This one I don't think I can build. I don't really have pure ferrite or faecium. So anyway, let's get building. Let's show you guys the process here and how I set this thing up. So first things first, we need a room inside the freighter. You can't build from the bridge. Must be inside freighter construction area. Okay, all right, fine. Right here. Problem is, I don't like these hallways, and if we want an open concept, we don't need hallways, we need rooms. So that's why we bought that expansion room. We're going to go over that in a second, but first we got to get rid of these ones. Well, how are we going to do that while we're standing in them? We're not going to. We're going to get over here against this wall. We're going to go build. We're going to go build camera. Why does it not tell me what the button is anywhere? I know what it is. It's B on keyboard. Oh, I have to go into edit placed parts first, or I have to pick a part and then it will tell me. So if I hit edit placed parts, see, now I hit B. There we go. It was telling me up there, build camera. So we want to get rid of that hallway that connects us to the bridge. So we'll hit the X button on that. We can see that right in the middle of the screen, a trash can there, X. And we are currently with our camera in this other hallway that we don't want either. We're going to point straight down, because when you delete a room that you're in, your camera backs up a bit and we might end up stuck in another room. So delete that. We're going to back up, and yay, I already recorded this video once and it was nighttime and it's impossible to see anything here. So this is the entrance to our bridge. Bridge connect name L, target part. We don't want to delete that even if we can. What we want to do is see our rooms from above here like this. I don't want any freighter corridors at all, so I'm going to delete that. And freighter corridor, part deleted, freighter corridor, those are gone. This is the fleet command room that we're standing in. This is the other one that we had. They are part of our layout, and we're going to leave them where they're at. What we're going to put right here is the teleport chamber we purchased. Here's the materials you need. 3 antimatter. You need an amino chamber. Luckily I have those already. If we look through the ghost image, we can see on the back side here, there's a little bit of an extra pipe on this side. We want that to be at the back. So we're going to rotate that twice. So that pipe is on this side, and we're going to click place. We can't put another teleport chamber in, 1 per base. That makes sense. So we're going to pick that special room we bought. This is really the key to the whole thing, the empty room that fits with this build, and we're going to put that connected to the bridge. And then on this side, we're going to put another fleet command room. So now, now it's nighttime. Of course it's nighttime. I tried so hard to make it daytime for us. So now if we leave build camera, we can see it's already shaping up very nice and open. These rooms aren't the color we might want, but they're a lot easier to navigate than twisting hallways that all look the same. So we can just do the rest from inside where it's nice and light. We don't have to worry about being outside of our build for any of this. It's just easy to do that first little bit so you can get the things going where you want them. Now the next thing we want is the scanner room. Don't need very much, just some gold, silver, and an ion battery. We want this to go right here because when we come out of our bridge after warping somewhere, we're going to want to be able to scan that system right away. I don't like having it here because it gets in your way a little bit, makes you trip and stumble, and you have to go around it, and automatically it's a little bit less open. So we could have put it here, but I like to have one empty room there. On the other side of the scanner, we're going to put our Galactic Trade terminal. Phew, I didn't check for the resources for this one. We've got it. Put that right behind. Nice and open. If we want to sell stuff, we can do that. If we recall a frigate mission from one of these and have garbage to sell, it's right there. Easy peasy. Now, something we need to talk about is frigate missions. If you're doing frigate missions daily, theoretically, it's possible to have more than 6 missions active at the same time, and you will therefore need more than 5 fleet command rooms. However, you only get 5 fleet missions a day. So in theory, you should only ever need 5. The only time you'll need more than 5 per 24-hour period is if you forgot to recall one and you want to send out 5 new ones without recalling that 6th one from the day before. So you don't really need more than 5. So let's put in, we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to put in 1 more there and 1 more on that side. Let's do that right now. Fleet command room there, fleet command room there. And as you can see, we have a nice open room here with all the amenities we really need for most freighter travel. Now you might be thinking, what about storage rooms? We're gonna get to that right now because they're already in this ship and they're behind us. We don't have access to them. So what we're gonna do is put a door in. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna put a door on this side, and I'm gonna put a door on this side. Something else you can do is if you want this base to be a little bit more open, let's get rid of these doors. Put a little bit more room here. Let's get rid of that. Target that door. Get rid of that. We're going to put a couple more, if we have the resources for it, technology expansion rooms in here. Alright, and as you can see, we have a nice wall at the back, some extra space here. If we wanted to, we could put, say, a appearance modifying room in here. That matches with these rooms. That's what I wanted to get to with the storage rooms. If we look in our build menu, we have tabs. Each of these tabs are separate rooms. Here is our nutrition rooms where we grow crops and turn them into food. Those are separate from your technology rooms. Freighter technology, high-tech rooms, agricultural rooms, industrial rooms. None of these rooms will merge together. All of them will have, all of them will have a doorway between them. Can I build any of these? No. I can probably build something from this room though. If I build a couple of warp cells maybe. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to need... Oh no, I don't even have ferrite. Can't do any of the building we want to do, but what I can do is build a door like I was showing you. And the reason why I don't like having them right beside here is what we'll show you now. Door, whoops, that's a hallway. Door, there we go. Go into build camera. It's going to be a little bit hard to see because it's nighttime. Here we go. Here are my storage rooms. Let's just pick up this room and move it one closer. So there's a gap between them right now. See that? And I'll leave build camera and leave build mode. Here's what happens when a technology room is beside an industrial room. We get this doorway. We cannot get rid of that except if we place a wall into this door frame or a door into this door frame. I don't like having these right necessarily beside each other. So what I would do in this circumstance, go into build camera, go up through the door. We'll move the storage room back where it was. And what we'll do is we'll just put a hallway in the middle here. Freighter corridor right there. And now we have a doorway with a corridor. We're not going to get lost in a single corridor. It has no connection side to side. We can tell what room this is by looking. We can tell what room this is by looking. We could organize this room to be better. It doesn't have to be. Little tip and trick is that you only ever need to access these containers here if you want to change their name. There we go. This is storage container 2. Change the name to 2. And the only reason to do that, I saw this on Survival Bob's channel, is pretty cool, is up here when you're in your freighter going through your storage containers, if you name them all small amounts, you don't have to cycle through them with your keys. All 10 of your storage containers will appear at the same time as your freighter inventory. It's pretty neat. I like it a lot, so I've been doing that lately. But you don't need to access these. I just showcased, look, we have access to all of our freighter inventories while we're on the freighter just by cycling through them. We never need to go to this room, so you might not even want this hallway. On some of my freighters, I don't have a connecting room to my storage. I've placed them far away. They're just out of the way. This is the open concept we want. Everything we need. We can teleport to, we can teleport from, we can check out what kind of star system we're in and what planets we have. We'll even get to see how many animals these planets have with the scanner. We're going to do this every time we warp. We can sell stuff from our frigate missions. We can send 5 frigate missions a day, and we're not going to get lost. So hopefully that guy showed you how to set up my basic layout. If you want to do any decorating or any of the fancy stuff we do, let me know. I can showcase each of those tips and tricks individually or all together in one. But this is the basic layout for the open freighter, so you guys can build your own and have access to all your stuff and things in one easy to find spot. Another tip I might give is to connect stuff off to the side, because this is a square room, and if you're having problems getting lost in a bunch of square rooms, which some people still do, and even I do, those hallways are a nightmare. That's why I get rid of them. They're just a bunch of tiny square rooms. Put your doorways on the side, not the middle, because your freighter bridge is in the middle on one side, and if you see a door in the corner on the other, you'll know that's not your freighter bridge. You're headed the wrong way. That can be your agricultural rooms over off of that side, that can be your industrial rooms over off of that side, and your bridge is in the middle. You're always going to know where that is. One more extra little tip for the open concept freighter. But that's it for today. Till next time, everybody, have a good time.